May. End zone.
Stefon Diggs.
The touchdown.
Some players, some people try to be liked. Stefon Diggs never did. He was emotional, demanding, volatile. Big word. Big word. Volatile. Yes.
God took care of the rest. He watched the play. A guy ran into another guy.
This is the chosen truth. Then came the play that turned belief into legend. The Minneapolis Miracle, 2017 NFC Divisional Round, clock at 0, season on the line. Diggs caught the ball. Diggs caught the ball. That wasn't luck. Okay, maybe a little bit, but it was awesome. It was a moment we will all remember forever. Where were you during that game?
Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
This is where the comparison locks in because the Weeknd didn't rise trying to be polished. He rose by being uncomfortable himself. Early mixtapes, dark themes, no apologies. The music wasn't safe, wasn't clean, the persona wasn't stable, and it worked. Stefon Diggs followed the same path in football. He didn't want efficiency without emotion. He didn't want quiet production. He wanted the ball, wanted control, wanted to win his way. That energy made him impossible to ignore.
Trying to come back against this defense.
Diggs didn't just bring drama, he brought numbers. When he was traded to Buffalo in 2020, the league doubted the move. Really? Stefon Diggs? Then he led the NFL in receptions, receiving yards, first team All-Pro, 4 straight Pro Bowls, 4 straight Pro Bowl seasons, over 1,000 yards in every season with the Bills. This wasn't empty noise. This was pure dominance. Him and Josh Allen, buddies forever. They cried together.
Quick throw here to the outside and in for the touchdown.
But the chaos never left. Sideline blowups, playoff frustration, these small little posts from Stefon Diggs complaining the same way the Weeknd reached superstardom and still carried darkness with them. Success didn't calm them, it amplified them. When winning isn't enough, when emotion becomes a problem, when intensity gets rebranded as diva, that moment followed Stefon Diggs to Buffalo. Diggs didn't want targets for stats, he wanted control of games, of outcomes. He wanted accountability, urgency. He wanted the ball when the season was on the line. And when that did not happen, he showed it. Really? Arguments with Josh Allen? Josh is such a cute, cuddly, awesome, wholesome guy. Visible just frustration in playoff losses. These posts, they weren't hidden. It was all public.
Here, Diggs wants to win.
Diggs wasn't wrong about wanting more. He was wrong about how loud he was about it. That tension eventually broke Buffalo. And when the Bills moved on, the narrative followed him. Hard to deal with. Locker room problem, too emotional.
Yeah. $25 million, he's not losing that, he likes to play football. He's just sending a message to them.
Yeah.
Then came H-Town, baby, a fresh start, a reset narrative, and then week 8, ACL tear. For receivers over 30, that's usually the end of dominance. After that, you can't really talk your talk. You can't be drama anymore. You have to be working harder, become better, get back to who you were. If you can, the league goes quiet, the phone stops ringing, the takes turn cold.
The day leading the NFL in tackles, and now
this is where careers fade, and this is where the comparison to the Weeknd deepens, because when the Weeknd dropped After Hours, the Grammys ignored it. No major nominations, public disrespect. Instead of retreating, he doubled down, called out the system, boycotted the Grammys, took the hit publicly. Diggs did the same thing quietly. He rehabbed, he didn't apologize, he didn't soften. Yeah, the Texans did not work out. Him and CJ never saw eye to eye. Then, 2025, New England. Most people assumed Diggs was done. This was just, oh yeah, he's washed. Put those filters on those edits of just players in washed jerseys. That's him in a Patriots uniform. Instead, he came back and reminded the league who he was. Over 1,000 receiving yards, primary target for Drake May, chain mover, red zone threat. The talent didn't fade, it waited.
Get him in the game right away, Stefon Diggs.
And at the same time, the chaos stayed. Personal life headlines, legal disputes, media noise, just like the Weeknd during The Idol. The show flopped, critics piled on, his mental health took hits, but neither man pretended to be something else. They stood on who they were. Emotional, sometimes annoying, but still pretty damn good at what they do. At a certain level, football stops being just football. It becomes celebrity. Yeah, they get millions of followers and fans too. That's where Stefon Diggs lives now. Dating Cardi B. Tabloids watching, social media dissecting every move. This is no longer a quiet locker room career. This is spotlight living. Diggs didn't change to fit that world. The world had to deal with him. You know, you see that interview with the Vikings when he was back there saying, "Who would you least like to date your daughter?" The answer was always Stefon Diggs. He was different. He still showed emotion though in the Patriots, still spoke his mind, still demanded greatness. The same way the Weeknd carried darkness into pop superstardom. Just sad songs sometimes. Girls don't love me. Doesn't matter. Fame didn't smooth them out. It amplified them, showed them who they were. Fans don't connect to perfection, they connect to honesty. Diggs never pretended to be calm, never pretended to be easy. Even the Patriots, a franchise meant to make you boring, get to the point, and win. Quiet. No, not for Diggs. That's why some fans love him and others can't stand him.
20 to the 40, and more teams are using that because now you're not worrying about
you're
the
in
start.
your route already, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so those are the dulcet tones of Mike Tannenbaum you're listening.
The Weeknd built his entire career on the same principle. Songs about addiction, about chaos, about toxic love. Then the Idol collapsed, critics called it a failure, public opinion turned harsh. He didn't hide. He talked about anxiety, about breaking down, about being exhausted by the persona. That honesty is the bridge. This is about permission. Permission to be great and messy. Permission to be talented and yet difficult. Permission to be real even when it costs you your money, your time, your status. Stefon Diggs' career is proof that greatness doesn't come in clean packages. He's been traded, criticized, torn down, accused, injured, dragged by narratives, and still over 11,500 receiving yards, over 900 catches, over 75 TDs, multiple Pro Bowls, and a Super Bowl run. That does not happen by accident.
Bradford on play action, going to the end zone. Got to the end zone. Touchdown.
That way, throws it, end zone.
The Weeknd is doing the same thing now, closing one persona, starting another, not apologizing for their scars along the way. That's evolution without just, damn. I love these two, sometimes. Stefon Diggs really is the Weeknd, chaotic, elite, and proof that it's okay to be yourself, both the good and the bad. Some people win by fitting in, others win by refusing to. Stefon Diggs chose the second path, aka the latter. Yes, another big word that I learned in law school. Stefon Diggs is showing you, the Weeknd is showing you, it's okay to be yourself. Be emotional, be a crybaby, be passionate about what you are doing, what you love. Because yes, most of the time, people are gonna hate you. It's impossible to be liked by everyone. However, if you truly believe in yourself and truly embrace who you are, and no matter what you do, you can just reach the pinnacle. You can reach greatness. A Super Bowl, a Grammy, fame, millions of dollars. Be yourself, be passionate. Again, be unapologetically yourself. That's what these two do. That is the chosen truth. Thank you so much for watching. Chosen Sports is at war versus ESPN, and we are fighting every single day to be bigger than them. So please subscribe and support our channel every day. It means a lot.